to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And today we are back again with a new episode of the EFC Women's Report. And it's been a good time for the Blues. I mean, the women have been phenomenal. Forget about the men. Forget they exist for a minute. The women have been phenomenal. I'm joined again by Chloe, and we're going to bring you all the latest news of what's been going on with the women's team lately. So I'm going to start off with the transfer window. There hasn't been much action, unfortunately, but we have got a solid side, and I think, Chloe, you'd agree with that.
Yeah,
we've got a
100%.
team, we've got players that we can build with now. And I'd just like to get your thoughts and opinions on what you think Brian's going to do with the team and how you think we're going to look by the end of the season.
To be fair, I didn't think he'd bring many players in because he said in a previous conference that he wasn't gonna bring in many. I'm quite glad that Zara Homegaard's come back from her loan.
Yeah.
And because she was pretty decent in the West Ham game, but we'll move on to that in a bit. So I think we've got such a good depth within the squad now, and I think we're finally starting to get, that gel
Yeah.
that we've been looking for, that I think is going to be a good second half of the season for us.
Yeah, I agree totally. I think we've become a different side in these past two games. Something's really clicked within the squad, and we are progressing. Obviously, we had Gio recalled by Arsenal, who've had many injuries as everybody else has, and they've recalled her, so she's gone back to Arsenal. And unfortunately, I'd like to see a replacement for her, maybe another forward option, because I feel like that's something we're lacking in. Well, not lacking, but it's a department where we could have needed a bit more strength added to it. But obviously, we've been proved wrong in the past couple of games because they have been amazing. As you said, Sarah Holmgaard's come back from her 6-month loan deal is it Denmark? I think
Denmark,
it's
yeah.
And Claire Wheeler's signed permanently on a 2.5-year contract as well, which I think is really good for her because she was only here for a 6-month loan and she's been injured and she's had other problems as well. So for her to sign that contract and she'll get more game time, she'll improve, she'll progress, and then we've got a really solid player there once. She obviously has got that experience.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really excited to see what she can do in an Everton shirt as well, or what more she can do.
Yeah. I think she's going to be a really great player for us, and obviously she's involved with the Australian international side, who are obviously hosting the World Cup this year. So that'll be really exciting for her. But we're going to move on now to the first lot of games. Reading. We're going to talk about Reading. 3-2 victory for the Blues. It was a great game to be there and to watch. Goal scorers for Everton were Jess Park, Katja Snoish and Gabby George with the best goal of the season. I'm going to put it out there, the best goal of the season.
It was phenomenal. We were literally stood, me and my dad, we were stood where she struck it, and we just both looked at each other and went, did she just do that?
I know, I was stood behind the goal and I was just like, the whole time, because I obviously record little bits and stuff for to make, media content, and I was stood there and I was like, has that gone in? And you just can't process it because it was so good.
Yeah, we were trying to work out how far was she shot it from. We were like, she was there, the goal was there. We're like, how? What? It was stunning.
It was an amazing goal, and unfortunately didn't win goal of the month, which I think she was robbed for.
How that didn't win goal of the month is beyond me, but
I know. I'd like to mention though that Hannah Bennison played really well in that game, and so did Rika Savecki. I thought she was really good. She's a very underrated player. But yeah, they both did really well. But player of the match for me was Gabby.
yeah.
It was also Jess Park's first goal at Walton Hall Park. She's never scored in front of a home crowd before.
Has she not?
No.
I mean, it was a really good goal as well from Jess Park. The cross from Sorensen was just stunning, and I'm really happy for Jess. I think Jess has been a total game changer for us.
She really has. I think in the last couple of games she's gone missing a bit, but she has been. You can see it. She's improving constantly, and for her to get the game time she does, obviously, I know we're not going to keep her this season, unfortunately, because she is so good. She is going to go back to Manchester City, and she's going to be a key player for them. You can feel it coming. But I'd also like to mention Catchy Snoy. She scored in this game as well. It was a real team goal as well, the assist by Gabby George as well. And it was great finish from Catchy. She's really come on a lot in these past few games. She's improving, she's scoring goals. She seems a lot more confident.
Yeah, 100%. And that was her first home goal as well.
Yeah.
And I think she's massive. She's got the confidence that she's been lacking, but I think this is just the start for her. Like, I think she can go so much further, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her growth.
Yeah, I am. She does seem, obviously we brought her in the summer and she's been very quiet in games. And I was a bit, that's why I wanted someone to come in up front, but she's really improved and she's grown so much in herself and she's got so much more confidence now that I'm really hoping she's going to push on now and get the goals, get the assists and become a really, really key player for Everton because she has got the ability to be one.
Yes, got so much potential and so much ability, and she's scored a couple of goals for us now, and every time she's just got better and better, and I think the scoring goals is what she's needed to become that type of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then the next game was again at home. We've had a good run of home games. It was a 3-0 victory over West Ham, who were just below us in the table. Were they 6, I think? We're 5th still, but they were 6 at the time. Just an overall incredible game. A game that I'm going to be honest with you, I was worried going into. That I thought we need to win this, and if we don't, it might be a bit risky. But it was an amazing game.
Yeah, it was
so
really
good to
good.
watch.
It was such a good game. Like, Aggie Beaver Jones's strike, similar to Gabby George's the week before, again was just like, did she do that?
I know, again, robbed for goal of the month.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aggie's goal was amazing. That was Aggie's first goal in the WSL as well. Karen Holmgard scored with a header, and so did Megan Finnegan. And by the way, can we mention Megan Finnegan in that game? The best performance I've seen from a centre back ever. I think ever. She's such an underrated player. I just wish she'd get the recognition she deserves. But she was player of the match for me.
Yeah, 100%. It was almost like a different side of Megan Finnegan that we saw this game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what she had for breakfast that day, but keep having it because that was a new Megan. Like, she played with so much confidence and you could really see it.
Yeah, you really could. And that was also our 3rd consecutive win. That's not happened since October 2020. So this team under Brian Sorensen is just amazing. It's constantly improving, constantly getting better, showing that we can beat the sides around us and maybe even challenge the top 4. We're now 5th. We're 5 points behind Man City, and that's huge for us. Huge.
That's massive, and we have grown so much as a side under Brian Sorensen. Like, it was rocky at the start of the season, but recently in the past couple of weeks we have grown so much, and that's shown how much trust we have got in Brian, the manager, the players, and I just hope it continues.
So do I just think we've really been progressing a lot, especially over these last couple of games. And I just think we've just done so well compared to where we were last season. If you think of last season, we're a completely different side.
Oh, 100%. You wouldn't even say it's the same side.
No.
You look at them and you're like, is this the same team that were there last year?
Yeah.
Like, it is a completely different team, and yeah, like we said, long may it continue. Just keep that rise and hopefully we'll finish top 6. That's the aim.
I love the fact that Brian's kept some of the players from last season. He's built them, he's grown them in confidence. They were great players as it was anyway. He's brought players in that have enhanced that side as well.
Yeah.
And it's brought more confidence to Everton. And I just love to see that we're going into games going, do you know what? Yeah, we can give this, we're going to give this our all, we're going to fight and we're going to get those 3 points. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a whole mix of players as well under Brian. We've got, like the twins. We've got the experience of, I know Tony Duggan's not playing right now, but we've got the experience of like Izzy Christensen, Tony Duggan, Gabby George. And we've also got all like the young players like Jess Park, Finnegan,
Yeah,
and all of those types of things. We've got a real mix of a squad, and I think that's also helping us.
yeah,
Just the entire team dynamic is it's just incredible.
yeah, it really is. I'm going to move on now to the Birmingham City game in the FA Cup, which is putting a bit of a downer on things because we lost 1-0 and we're now out of the FA Cup. It was we created more than enough chances to win the game, but it was just unlucky that we hit the post a few times, and they were very quick and very, very organised side, Birmingham. I thought that was what I really noticed in them. Aggie came in for Katja, Courtney came in for Emily Ramsey in goal, and Sarah Holmgard also made her first start. And Rika Savecki was also, she wasn't even named on the bench, was she? But she really deserves a rest.
Yeah, 100%. Considering the shifts she's put in the last couple of games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to mention Aggie, particularly in this game. I thought it was her best performance in an Everton shirt. She was extremely unlucky to hit the post and to not get a goal because she really, really deserved it. She tormented that Birmingham defence. She became a real threat to them, and it's just disappointing that she obviously couldn't get the goal.
Oh, 100%. I generally thought she was going to score when it hit the post. I was watching like
Yeah,
it's going in, and then it didn't. I was like, oh no. But
I know.
I agree with you there. She absolutely dominated that game, and it's very unfortunate that she didn't get the goal.
Yeah. We won't talk anymore about that because it was a bit depressing, especially after the good run we've been on. But I think Brian's main focus, I've seen him quite a few of his press conferences, is the league, which obviously you want a good cup run, you want to be able to get to those finals and semi-finals. But if that's the manager's focus, then there's nothing we can really do about that. I'd like to go on to now Gabby George. We're gonna do our own little segment on her because she has won. It's been announced today. She has won Player of the Month, which is, it's so good to see her getting the recognition on a wider scale. It's what she deserves. We all know she's phenomenal. We all know she's a fantastic player,
Yeah.
but to see her getting that recognition is just amazing.
It's so good, particularly everything she went through, like, last season before, with like her ACL and stuff. Like her comeback and the strength that she's had has been incredible. It's almost like she's a new player.
Yeah,
She's grown so much, and it was amazing during the Reading game to see her captain the side as well.
yeah. She has captained the side quite a few times this month and this season as well. She scored against Reading. Obviously, she got an assist for Katja in the Reading game as well.
Yeah.
And she was got the clean sheet against West Ham. So she has been phenomenal she's always phenomenal for us, but this month especially. To get that, I'm just so happy she's got the recognition now that she deserves, and hopefully that's another massive confidence boost for her. She was my player of the season last season, and she's such a consistent player. I think that's what's really key with her. She's so consistent. You know what you're getting with Gabby, and I think that's really, really key to her. I wanted to know your thoughts on Gabby, like, because I love her. She's like one of my favourite players, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I really like Gabby, and I'm really enjoying like seeing her shine
Yeah,
and seeing her at her full potential, because again, like I said before, like she's, she did her ACL a couple of seasons ago and was
yeah,
out for a long time with it. So now seeing her come back, play, and be absolutely incredible, assists, goals, captain. I think this is just the start for Gabby George. I know she's been playing for a while, but I
yeah,
think this is like a new start for her, and she can
yeah.
just keep
She
going
just
up.
needs to
And
keep building and building. And hopefully, she's going to get more call ups for England because I think
oh,
she does really deserve that. She should be on the plane for the World Cup, definitely, no
I
question.
if she keeps playing like this, then I'll be surprised if she isn't on the plane to the World
Yeah,
Cup,
I
because
will be too.
she deserves it.
She really does. And our next game is away to Manchester United. Obviously, our last couple of results haven't been great against United, but I'm hoping now with the confidence that we have got, there's this new sort of intensity and just swagger about the squad. I'm hoping that's going to really push on in this game and get us that result.
Yeah, 100%. United's always a tough game for us.
Yeah.
Like, particularly the last one in the cup, which is the game that shall not be named. I think we can do it. Like, these are famous last words, I know, but I think with our confidence, with our players, like we could potentially possibly beat United.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I think if we just keep playing the way we're playing, keep having that confidence, I don't see why it couldn't be like a battle.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think even if we got a draw out of it, I think that'd be a massive result for us,
I'll
like
take it.
especially with the last few results we've got against them. But yeah, we definitely have that ability in our squad to get the 3 points. I don't see why we can't. But it is this Sunday, the 5th of February, and the kickoff's at 12. I think it's on the FA player if you
Yeah.
can't get to Lee Sports Village. So after the United game, the international break is coming up. And hopefully the Blues can kick on straight away after that with a home game against Aston Villa. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe and drop a comment and let us know your thoughts on Gabby George being player of the month, and especially the last few games because we've been really incredible. The next episode of the EFC Women's Report will be out in a few weeks, hopefully. Maybe get to do another one soon with Chloe, especially after the international break, because that'd be something I'd love to cover. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.